Hey guys, it's Maya and welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to a brand new video. I'm really excited for today's video because I just sat down to film weekly check-in number 2. If you don't know what the weekly check-in is, just go ahead and watch episode 1 and then come back here after you're done. Once again, I'm here chilling and chatting with you guys about real stuff that's going on in our lives. My week overall was another pretty good one. I feel like it's gonna be hard when I come on here and my week was bad and I'm gonna have to sit down and be like, my week wasn't very good. But that's not what I'm going to be doing today because this past week was a pretty good one. I definitely was grinding so much on YouTube this week. I feel like I'm going to be mentioning that in a lot of the next coming weekly check-ins because YouTube has just been so good for me recently and I'm so very thankful for it. I've just been working on projects with some brands, projects for myself, projects with other people. Basically, just lots of projects are coming, so stay tuned. I really want to grow my channel in so many different ways, not just subscribers. I do want to gain subscribers, of course, but I also want my channel to grow in other ways. I want to have growth in my editing, my thumbnails, my overall filming style. Like, I definitely want to work on my shot composition. I love some of the shots that I use in my videos, but I also think I could definitely work on making like more unique shots and just like putting a lot more thought into it. And this week I haven't been working on shot composition, more so I've been working on editing. So comment down below if you've been liking my editing more so in like my vlogs, but I'm also trying to work on better editing and make sit-down videos more entertaining for you guys. Let me know as well what makes a sit-down video interesting because I feel like it's kind of hard to make it interesting. But anyways, that is basically it for like the YouTube recap of this week. More so on like the myself and how I've been doing. I feel like I've definitely taken a lot more time for myself this week. I've been trying to like work on YouTube a lot and then just put it to the side and focus on what is Maya without YouTube and what is Maya when I'm not filming. I kind of fell off reading for a while, but I did get back on it this week and I'm really happy about that. Just taking time every single night to just put all technology down and just read a book has been really good for my overall like mental health, and just like everything about myself has just been better since I've been reading. My ELA teacher would definitely be happy with that, but I've been happy with it as well. I keep on forgetting to do my daily journal, which is kind of like, it's a daily journal, just do it every day. So that's something I definitely need to like work on this week, is just like keep on doing your daily journal, because I'll like forget to do it in the morning or I'll just be rushing and not do it, but then at night I'll come down to journal and I didn't journal in the morning. So then why would I do the nightly part of the journal if I didn't do the morning part of the journal? For school this week, I was definitely very productive. The school load wasn't the heaviest. It was a pretty like light / like medium kind of load of schoolwork, if you know, you know. Every week I get like a math assignment where I have the whole week to work on it, but I tried to like nail it out at the first like couple days of the school week, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of time, to just like go ahead and get it done and over with. That definitely helps me with like other assignments and just like reviewing for end of course exams. I still don't like school, but my classes were definitely a lot more fun this past week. We played this game in science, and then in ELA we're doing a lot of group work. In history we've been playing a lot of review games, which I've definitely been enjoying. I have a kind of competitive side and it definitely came out during all like the EOC preparation games. And the last thing for this week was I went on a really fun bike ride. As you guys know, I live in downtown and have access to so many amazing bike trails, as well as like the trails. There's lots of bridges in my city and they just built a bridge that's kind of like connected to the side of the interstate. It's really nice and really cool and really fun, and I definitely had so much fun yesterday biking on it. Me, my mom, and my dad went. I definitely loved it. We biked over to the ice cream shop on the other side of the river, and overall the vibes were just all there. I was blasting music, filming for like a future reel that I want to make, and just like living it up. I really enjoyed it. And when I say like the reel I want to make, it's not really a secret or anything. I would just want to film like when I'm doing something fun, just do like a little like pan or just like a little shot of what I'm doing, and then at like the end of the summertime I want to put all like those really fun clips together. I know it's not summer just yet, but I wanted to go ahead and start it, so like when I'm doing something fun, okay, quickly record, and then it will be compiled into like a little like reel or YouTube short at the end of the summer. That is basically all for like how my week was and like what I did and kind of like a recap. Hopefully next week is just like more interesting and I can just like actually have like real events to tell you guys. But for now, that was basically my week. I have one takeaway for this week, so I just wanted to share you exactly what I put into my notes app. And what I said was, my life is so much better when I romanticize it. This statement is just like really true to me me because life can be boring. I told you that I had a fun time at school and I went on a cool bike ride and I worked on YouTube. In the moment, I definitely romanticized it and made it seem a lot better than it actually was. Instead of thinking about all the negatives about school, I tried to think about the positives and hanging out with my friends, and it definitely made it a lot better. On the bike ride, I blasted some stuff on the speaker and it made it really enjoyable. One other thing I forgot to mention was I went on a really fun outing on Saturday, and the vlog will already be up before you're watching this. So definitely go watch like the Saturday in my life vlog if you want to see all the other fun stuff that I did that I didn't mention. But back to the romanticizing thing, is just like romanticizing just makes everything better. And it's not necessarily in like a romance way, but it's just like I'm filming a video instead of being like just like sad. I just think about, okay, now that I'm filming, I get to edit, which is my favorite part of YouTube. So now that I'm filming this, I'm gonna be happy and like outgoing and everything, and it just like makes the overall experience a little bit better. So I added one more thing to like the whole weekly check-in thing that I go through on my notes, and I feel like throughout the whole series I'm definitely going to add more and more things I want to talk about. I added a category for what am I looking forward to for like the next week to come. First off, the weekend, of course, and summer, because who wouldn't? But also I have early release next week, and an early release day is just like a better day because all your classes are cut shorter, and it's just like, okay, you get into the class, the teacher starts something, they never finish, and it's time to go home, or it's time to go to the next class period. And then the last thing that I'm looking forward to is just like some upcoming YouTube stuff. Like I said, stay tuned because I'm working really hard on my channel recently. And that was everything I had on my notes for what I wanted to talk about with you guys, about me in particular. So now it is time to talk about you guys. Basically just going through some of my favorite responses on the Google form that I just posted. The first question is, how's your week? What did you do? Just tell me it all. So let's read the first response. Well, last week was actually a really fun one. It was also a bit stressful, but everything worked out in the end. I'm Muslim, and as you may or may not know, Ramadan just ended on Thursday. So because of the fasting, I was stressed, tired, and lazy to be productive. But Friday and Saturday was so fun. We had Eid, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but yeah, celebrations, and I went out with my family. Earlier in the week, I also received some good news, which I'm really excited for. Hope this makes sense for your video. I love you so much, Maya. I love you too. Your week sounded kind of like up and down, but I love that you're looking for the positives in the week because they're always going to outweigh the negatives. My big question is, what is your good news? I really want to know. I feel like I was kind of left on a cliffhanger there because I was told that you had good news and you were excited, but I wasn't told what your good news was. I hope that like your family outings were fun. I definitely love just like going out with my family or my friends to just go hang out and do stuff. And even though it was stressful, I'm glad that it worked out in the end. So that was all I'm going to be talking about for the first response. So now I'm just going to be moving on to the second response. This week was my April break, and next week I will be preparing for 8th grade graduation and will be singing the national anthem at an event, which I'm really excited for. My high was obviously being on break and not having to deal with my teachers who give me so much stress and anxiety, and my low was the work I had to do while I was on break and knowing that I had to return to that negative school environment. Being able to go to an event and sing is such an amazing opportunity. I know you're going to do so well, and doing work over spring break is the worst thing. I'm that person that if I get the spring break packet before spring break, I'm gonna turn it in before spring break because I honestly just don't want to do it. And I hope that everything is all good with just like the stress and anxiety. I totally get how hard it is when so much is going on with your life, but make sure that you just like look for the positives and everything will be so much better. My week was amazing, kinda. So this school week was good. I don't know, it just felt good. Last week, we had to write a short story, and this Friday, we went around the room reading everyone's. My teacher said out loud to the class, everybody should read this one. It's a great example / story. You know which story he was referring to? Mine. I was so embarrassed but secretly proud. Also, a couple of people said they liked my hair. There wasn't really any highs or lows, but it just felt good, you know? I definitely know. Not every week has like this really extreme high and this really low. Sometimes it was just pretty good, just like going with the flow. Congrats on like your teachers saying that your story was really good. I bet you put so much hard work and effort into it and it definitely paid off, and you should totally be proud. I understand the embarrassment, but overpower it with like the proudness and like the good feelings of your teacher saying that about your story. And when people compliment my hair, I just feel so much better about myself. I heard that it's better to like give compliments about someone like internally, basically like, I love your personality, I love how you dealt with the situation, but it is still really good to get compliments about how we look, and especially if you put a lot of hard work into your hair. Now it is time to give you guys advice on what you guys have been struggling with recently. A lot of people in my class have recently started to hate me and my friend group. It doesn't affect me too much, but it's just for a reason that we don't know about, which makes it worse. So do you have any advice on what to do when someone is spreading rumors about you? I definitely do. You called the right girly. People have like started rumors about me which weren't true at all, and I'm definitely gonna help you figure out how to handle it. First off, I feel like it might be better to know what the rumor is, because not knowing I feel like would make it worse. But if it was like one specific person that started it, you could go and just talk to them and be like, hey, like starting rumors about people like isn't okay, because even if you're not friends with that person, they didn't need to start the rumor about you. You could also go around and just like tell people like, hey, this isn't true, you know who I am, you know I'm not like that. And you could also just ignore it, because at the end of the day, people will figure out that it's not true, or people will just forget about it because something else will go on in your school setting. You know, drama, like people will talk about it for a few days and then it will just be fully off people's radar. So I bet in a couple days it will definitely be better. But yeah, the main thing is just like, don't worry about it, it will definitely surpass. But if you want to talk to the person about it, go for it. How to be consistent, how to make top tier thumbnails, and how to do top tier editing. I'm assuming when you say consistent you mean with YouTube, but honestly with YouTube or anything else in your life, you just need to have the right motivation. Don't necessarily have the motivation to like just gain a following, because YouTube is about more than just gaining subscribers, but figure out what you like most about YouTube and you'll want to keep on doing it. For me, I really like editing and interacting with you guys, so I want to keep on filming so that I can keep on editing, and then I want to post it to YouTube so that you guys can keep on interacting with me. For thumbnails, just figure out a style of thumbnail that you really like and stick to it. If every thumbnail is like completely different and doesn't relate at all, it would definitely like make your channel look a little bit more sloppy. But at the end of the day, you do you, boo, because if you like it, that's all that really matters. And for editing, your editing is going to get better as you keep on experimenting with whatever software you're using. I edit on Final Cut Pro, I absolutely love it, but if you don't want to invest the money or you just don't think it's necessary, you could literally just edit on CapCut. That's what I used to use, and my editing definitely wasn't as good as it is now, but over time I definitely did get better with the software and figure out better ways to edit. If you have a certain editing software, and you could honestly just like look up YouTube videos and learn how to do it, but for me, I picked up most of my editing tricks all by myself. So now I'm gonna be going through a lot of the things that you guys said that was like giving advice to others. Always be yourself. Don't be the follower, be the creator. You are one unique being. Don't let anyone make you think otherwise. You are loved by millions of other people out there, including me. If people don't want you in their life, you have to let them go. You might not know it, but once you let go, it will be like a weight lifted off your shoulders, and it will be so much better for your mental health. Study smarter, not harder, and have a strategy for studying. Don't be afraid to remove toxic friends from your life. True friends will always support you in this. I don't know who needs to hear this, but literally no one cares. You can take this two ways. If you're thinking about doing something, do it. Like no one cares. This week, I just want you to be happy. No matter what happens, remain happy. So many people have a situation worse than yours. So be grateful, because there are so many other people who would love to live a life like yours. Everything will be okay. That was such great advice. I will definitely be using a lot of that in this coming week, and I hope you guys will too. Reading your guys' responses was so inspiring, so I hope that you guys watching this video feel inspired. I always leave an extra little optional box at the end of the Google form where you guys can put in whatever you guys want. And you guys always put really nice and sweet comments for me, but I really like leaving the video off with advice. So that was weekly check-in number 2. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I love just sitting here and talking with you guys once again. If you like this video, stay tuned for weekly check-in number 3. I'm gonna be posting weekly check-ins every Saturday that I can for as long as I can. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe, and turn on your post notifications. I never say this, but turn them on so you guys know every time I upload a new video. And yeah, I will see you guys very soon back with another one. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Bye.